Mario Minico fan, rants, reviews, gameplay, and more. Berlin Byways. Although I don't know much about Germany or Berlin, this track is an awesome one. For starters, we're driving on a road and then pass underneath the monument. A turn later, we see we're driving with actual cars and buses. That's always good because it increases the difficulty from being too easy. We then enter a tunnel with a trolley. You can actually drive through the trolley too, but briefly. This path driving through the trolley is a bit difficult because it makes you turn almost immediately afterwards, and you could easily smack into the wall if you don't drive carefully. Next, we drive across a nice rocky bridge. Following the next lap, we then see that there's a gliding ramp that rises up. You can either glide or stay on the ground. Following more road, you can see some elephant statues with some trees and grass in the middle of the road. The final lap has some womps. You can either avoid them or trick off them when they're down. The end has a grass cut requiring a mushroom. Also watch out for the thwomps at the end to the finish. Peach's Garden. This variation of Peach's Garden looks phenomenal. For starters, I will not be comparing the remake of Peach's Garden to previous versions. That would be unfair to the grading. We first enter a small courtyard with a Mario hedge and a chain shop. We then make our way around some grass. You can take this way through the grass with a mushroom. We also see some put up round pillars with grass and roses. Pretty fancy. Next is an area with a large hedge and chain chomps as security. That's cool. The hedges, instead of being square, are trimmed hedges of Toad, Toadette, Peach, and Luigi. Why Luigi? Not sure. Don't ask me. We come up to an area with a piranha plant. Always drive the opposite way of where he's looking. Monty moles are all around the dirt path. Avoid them at best. The third lap is interesting. We drive to the left of that first shortcut and backwards. For this variation of Peach's Garden, that's pretty darn cool and a change of pace over the original way. Peach really has a nice and fancy garden for sure. Merry Mountain. Merry Mountain is very merry for sure. Some nice houses, it's snowing, and for some reason, this track gives me classic Disney vibes. Even the music does too. First off, the road splits into a crossroad. You can take the upper path on the train tracks and get a boost of speed off the ramp, or you can keep it simple and stay below. We then see some light posts. These ones look a lot like candy canes. Very jolly vibe. There's some candles, snowmen, and presents littered throughout the track to add to the nice Christmassy theme here. We then are greeted by a mountain, this one made of presents. The turn from there is always fun to drift across. There's also some side boosters near the mountain you can use to get some double boxes. If you look closely, there's some ski lifts going up the mountain. The end of the track has us going down the mountain. There's some anti-gravity boosters and eventually speed panels going down. You can also glide too if you don't want to or feel like driving down. Gliding from going down the mountain is very awesome, just like this track is. 3DS Rambo Road. This variation of Rambo Road is very interesting. The road is now a trippy one to look at, but you'll barely notice it while racing. You can see a variety of planets such as Neptune, Jupiter, and even the Earth if you look closely. We then come to a marathon of speed boost panels which are very fun to make. There's then a white spotted mushroom to bounce off of. The road ahead is very wavy. You can get a boost if you time your jump right. The second lap has us gliding to Saturn and we even drive on its rings. I don't know how that works, but hey, logic I guess. The speed panels following have large stars around them, which is a neat touch. After gliding out and driving for a bit, you'll then drive on another wavy road, this one more wavy. If you get to the end of the wavy road and hold back while falling, you can glide for a while. The moon section is very spectacular. There's craters for boost speed, chain chomps in the air and rolling around, rockets and toads floating about. The final lap has a ton going on. We drive on mill pads and then enter a corkscrew with speed pads, and then glide out. You can either keep gliding or stay on the road and speed through rings. Both ways of this area are fun. Finally, we are driving up more road. If you don't know, you can actually cut a small portion of this road near the end, but it's pretty tricky, so I don't recommend doing that. This track is absolutely phenomenal. The music changes depending on where you are in the course, and the music is just magical. This is personally to me an adventure, this Rambo Road. From this cup, 3DS Rambo Road is my personal favorite track. What's your favorite track from the Moon Cup from Deluxe? Let me know below in the comments. Like if you like, dislike if I made you want to punch your phone screen. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to be notified about upcoming videos and projects. Thanks for watching, have a beautiful day! This game isn't World of Goo 2, it's World of Poo 2! Why do I have to be forced to memorize a number that is longer than my social security number?
Oh my god, that's really good to start right there.
And what this game could really use, and what the main selling point would bring this fucking game to the sales, would be to give some online multiplayer. Stole first place. There you go, that's how you do it.